Okay, so there were layoffs last meeting or whatever, and just chatting with some people. Apparently, there were death threats against freeholders.
What do we think the threats were? Jim and I were trying to think, what kind of threats would they get?
I thought it was vandalism.
Well, anyway, this is what you can't understand this unless you know that there were death threats, and this is what freeholder Estrada alluded to when he took the microphone.
It's a great opportunity to reflect on the budget. Every year we go through this process, and this is my 12th year. I've had plenty of headaches, especially in this time frame. But I think it's important to do a few things. One is that we clearly understand the issues that employees are feeling. There's no doubt that this is a very difficult situation for them, as it is for us as well. And at the same time, I'm asking for restraint from our employees to ensure that they do the right thing. This is a very clear message to our employees. Taking actions that are totally illegal and incorrect will not be necessarily dealt very lightly with. I think that's something that's very important. I make that very clear. Well, I don't have to, ma'am, it's my time. You want to sit down, you listen.
Where are your minds? Where are your minds?
Thank you very much.
Okay, so you're distraught. Maybe somebody put out a hit on Estrada. I don't know. But that's the underpinning thing. I mean,
Not that that's funny.
Of course not.
We're not encouraging that sort of behavior.
no, not at all. I mean, those are
Knoxville's are
expensive
not
too.
condoning.
Yeah. And even if you want to break their legs, I mean, we are against that completely.
No violence.
No
No physical violence.
Maybe he was doing a preemptive strike, just warning him, fair warning.
No, there were a lot of police officers at this meeting, and there were a lot of cars outside, and there were a lot of, I guess, county employees there, but they were all well behaved. No.
I don't think the county employees that were turning out in the past turned up tonight to complain about their
There were a
job. They
couple.
gave up already.
So I think there were 204.
The wrong 10%.
Right.
The other 90% were there.
Yeah, and there's going on with Estrada. He mentioned, well, here's the rest of it. What he mentioned.
I'm one of the quietest guys who listens to everybody who has to say, but you need to listen to me as well. I think that my message is very clear. I want to make sure that that's clearly carried. It is unfortunate that things like this take place, but the reality is that I am amazed that people who sit here week after week, who consistently complain about A, B, and C, are not the first ones out here saying how great it is. We're reducing the workforce by 10%. That's what they've been asking for months, years.
10%. Roll 10%.
Please, Mr. Patterson, please.
So
You can throw
therefore,
yourself out too? Go ahead.
No, I'd like to hear.
Please be quiet then.
so
You're
anyway,
outraged.
so anyway, that's one of the interesting part, because I'm really amazed when I hear this. Again, I thank you very much for the opportunity. Thank you.
So that's when Tino left the room, obviously. And
Why did Tina leave?
Can I talk about that?
Sure.
You seem to have been threatening county employees, which, by the way, they're laying off, 10% supposedly of county employees. They're laying off all the little people, all the workers, and a lot of those jobs are going to be outsourced. They're keeping the supervisory hack positions. So they're outsourcing, for instance, I think 3 departments at Runnels, and the person that oversees that is the sister of the former deputy county manager, she's a connected person. She's not losing her job, but everyone under her looks like they're losing their job. So figure it out. They're laying off the wrong 10% of people. All the hacks, all the political hacks, highly paid people that don't do much, if anything at all, are not getting laid off. They're laying off all the little people. So apparently some of them are upset or something. There must have been some threat made. There was extra security tonight. And also going on, I thought I made it clear tonight, but my compatriots here, so I was a little oblique. I thought I was, whatever. Whatever.
Comb your hair, won't you?
So, Anyway, there's Freeholder Scanlon's son was on the payroll shortly, and he left the payroll sometime in January. I Oprah'd all investigative reports involving him, and the Oprah was returned. There is a report with the county police, but it is under investigation, therefore not subject to Oprah. So I had to go ahead and file yet another lawsuit against Union County government to get this information from them. So you have a freeholder whose son, who's under investigation, was allowed to leave the county payroll. Subsequently, he's showing up on Union Township payroll, so he was allowed to get another public position. You're laying off all these, the workers of Union County are getting laid off. All the political hacks are still keeping their jobs. And then you have Angel Estrada, the audacity to threaten these employees that are probably just really upset. I don't know what was said, what kind of threat it was, that they had police. So it was ridiculous.
It was political spin.
It was political spin. It was ridiculous how many cops they had working overtime tonight. It was ridiculous. They probably could have saved the job with the stupid overtime they're paying. Who knows if they're watching their houses too. They're such babies. Such babies. So anyway, I really couldn't take it. So I just couldn't take it no more. They out of their minds. They're threatening these little county employees, yet this freeholder's son, I don't know what happened. Maybe nothing happened, but apparently there was an investigation, and they're keeping this investigation from the public. They're protecting this freeholder's son, and yet they're threatening other county employees that they better behave or they're going to be dealt with. You know, that they're going to get their
Chainsaw.
they're going to be dealt with in a harsh manner if they don't behave. Yet it's so convoluted. They've lost. They're out of their minds. It's incredible. There's no reality. It's incredible to watch. It's almost like you feel like you're underwater, and they're all like talking up here, and you're underwater trying to understand what they're saying. It's so muddled. It's so convoluted. And you just wonder, like, do they even know? Do all 9 of them, are they all brain dead, emotionally brain dead? Like, they have no conscience. They just don't know right from wrong. Do they? It's incredible. It's an incredible social phenom.